If you're ready to stop playing Etsy guessing games and create measurable growth strategies for your Etsy shop, it's time to install Google Analytics. Let's do it. For those who are new here, my name is Starla 𝔸𝕚𝕝, founder of the Handmade Alpha Academy for Etsy sellers and manager at 𝔬𝕚𝕚𝕒.com, Etsy's most popular SEO tool. And if you've ever been unsure if your Etsy tags and titles are working, or if you've ever wondered if your Etsy ads are working, or if you don't know what paid versus organic keywords drove traffic to your Etsy listings, it means that you've grown past the basic Etsy dashboard stats. It's time to begin working with a more advanced tracking method, and today I'm going to tell you exactly how to set it up, how you can use it, and then I'll be sharing an all-new tool from 𝔬𝕚𝕚𝕒.com that's going to help make the process even easier if Google Analytics feels super intimidating. But before we dive knee-deep in data, let's take a moment to give a quick shout out to this week's featured shop. Thanks so much for your love and support. If you'd like to submit for your own shout out, tag Handmade Alphas in a photo or screenshot of yourself watching this video, either in your Instagram feed or Instagram stories. With a correctly connected Google Analytics account, you can track important growth metrics for your Etsy shop, such as the number of visitors that your shop gets, how long those visitors spend in your shop, the types of devices that your shoppers are browsing from, and it can even tell you which keywords are driving traffic to your shop. And the best part, it's free. So let's head over to my computer and get started. All right, so obviously to set up a Google Analytics account, you need to have a Google account. And if you use Gmail or if you're currently logged into YouTube, you already have a Google account, but if not, it only takes a second to sign up. Next, you're gonna head over to analytics.google.com and log in using your Google account info. I'll leave a link in the description to this page. We're gonna start by clicking Start Measuring. You'll then be prompted to enter your account name, which is where you're going to add your business name. Next, you're going to read the account data sharing settings and select the ones that make the most sense for your business. Then we're going to click Next. Now we need to enter our property, which sounds confusing, but this is basically just the human readable title of your shop, not your shop URL. So for example, I'm claiming �alphaDapt, our test shop, so I'll be typing �alphaDapt-Etsy. Next, we'll set our time zone and currency. And don't stress too much about the currency because it's not really used with Etsy, so just be sure to enter whatever currency it is for your location. Now, here's where the fun begins. You're going to click Show Advanced Options right here. And then you're going to turn on the option titled Create a Universal Analytics Property right here. Next, in the website URL, you want to enter the Etsy homepage URL. Now, a lot of Etsy gurus do this wrong and they'll tell you to use your Etsy shop link, but Etsy is the domain and your shop is a page existing within Etsy. If you were to add your shop link here, your tracking won't work correctly. So just www.etsy.com. Next, we want to select the bubble that says Create a Universal Analytics Property Only, and that'll be right here. And the reason that we're picking this option is because Etsy currently doesn't support Google Analytics 4, and we just moved to Google Analytics 5, so we won't be able to use any of the options that go with Google Analytics 4. So we're going to click Next. Then we're going to enter our business information, which is whatever's related to your Etsy shop. So in industry category, I'm going to scroll down and choose shopping. I'm going to select small, 1 to 10 employees. And then you can choose how do you intend to use Google Analytics with your business. And for this one, I'm going to select everything other than measure app installs and measure lead generation because those aren't really applicable to Etsy sellers for your unique Etsy shop. The others, I don't know if we'll get data for all of them, but we can see. All right, now we're going to click Create. And then we just need to agree to the terms of service. All right, now our Google Analytics account is set up. We just need to connect it to our Etsy shop so that we can start tracking. And just keep in mind, tracking starts from the moment that you set all of this up, so you won't be able to look back on any historical data. That's why getting this set up now is super important because you'll want to measure your results through the slower months and monitor growth as we move into the busy Etsy shopping season. Now, you don't need to worry about any of the confusing code down here, okay? Instead, you're just going to copy and paste this code right here. Now that we have our code, head over to your Etsy Shop Manager. From the left navigation, click on the Settings tab right here, then select Options. Now we want to click on Web Analytics. From there, you'll be able to paste in your tracking ID. And obviously make sure that when you do this, you also click Save, and we're done. Google tells us that it can take up to 48 hours to begin seeing numbers in your Google Analytics account, but most people begin seeing the numbers populate within 2 to 3 hours. Now, here's another trick that the Etsy gurus won't tell you. A lot of people connect to Google Analytics, then complain that they didn't see any data. This usually means that they've set something up incorrectly from the start, but there's a quick way to check right after you connect to your account, just to make sure that everything is actually working. From your own website, you can use the Send Test Traffic button to test your connection, but since the property that we entered is Etsy's homepage, we won't be able to see the test traffic from your own account. Instead, you're going to find the tab labeled Real Time in Google Analytics, which is right here, this little clock, and then we're going to click Overview. Now you should land on this page, so next you're going to want to open your Etsy shop in a separate tab or window and click on one of your listings. Now, while that window with your listing is open, we're going to wait a few seconds and watch our actual Google Analytics page. If your Google Analytics is connected correctly, you should see an active user in the report pop up. All right, so we just had one pop up. This was actually my husband, Mark, upstairs. He went ahead and checked it out and it popped up for us. It did take about 5 minutes to actually show that he was in the shop. So if you're not seeing it right away, just give it a minute. But now we know that it's hooked up correctly. Now this gets pretty exciting when you launch new products, send an email list campaign, or launch a sale, because you can literally see how many people are shopping in real time. Now, as with any analytics tool, Google Analytics can be a bit confusing, and sometimes they present data in ways that aren't the most user-friendly for the average user. If you're watching this video, you likely struggled with Google Analytics too. It can be a headache to work with, and most sellers stop paying attention to these important metrics soon after connecting their shops. But my team at 𝔬𝕚𝕚𝕒𝕟.com have created a tool that will pull some of the most important information from your Google Analytics account and present it to you in a way that is much more user-friendly. If you're an Etsy seller, you likely already use 𝔬𝕚𝕚𝕒𝕟.com for keyword research, listing audits, or to track your competitors. And now you can connect your Google Analytics to your existing 𝔬𝕚𝕚 account as well, so that you're keeping all of your Etsy tracking and data all in one place. To learn how this all-new tool works, I've actually recruited help from my partner in crime, Pam Duthie. Pam and I are both eRank employees and Etsy experts. So if you want to learn how to start using this all-new eRank tool, be sure to click on the link up here, somewhere, and down below. Lastly, if you struggle with being seen on Etsy, or if you've ever been curious about how Etsy's search algorithm works, I created a free Etsy Success workshop that you can access instantly. The link for that workshop will be pinned in the video comments, and it'll be posted in the description below. Overall, what gets measured gets managed when it comes to Etsy success. With a little science, a lot of data, and a little help from a trusted Etsy expert, you'll be well on your way to Etsy success. Cue the funky lo-fi beat.